would you like to win a brand new Honda Civic from Moss Motors, or one of 12 other great prizes? All you have to do is stop by any Acadiana area bank or Acadiana Mall and adopt a duck for just $5. The Great Acadiana Running of the Ducks will be held here at Vermilionville on Saturday, March 14th. It is held to benefit the Boys and Girls Clubs of Lafayette, New Iberia, and Abbeville. They need your help and support. A flock of great prizes has been donated this year, so don't delay. Adopt your duck today.
Who are you?
Pocahontas.
The network premiere.
What are you doing here?
I had to see you again.
You'll be turning your back on your own people.
Of an animated masterpiece.
I can't leave you.
A legendary presentation, including never-before-seen footage. Pocahontas, ABC tonight at 7, 6 Central.
The biggest names in entertainment are coming to ABC. It's an unforgettable night of music, comedy, and special performances to honor Christopher Reeve, a celebration of hope, tonight.
Wouldn't you like to have some fresh ideas every single day? Well, now you can with Martha Stewart Living.
Spark your creativity with a sense of style and elegance. Whether it's cooking, decorating, gardening, or entertaining, you'll learn something new every day with my new show, Martha Stewart Living.
Weekdays on KATC TV3, Acadiana's news channel.
Un salut au Congrès mondial acadien sur KATC Lafayette.
Chomp Time, the show of the Louisiana IceGators, brought to you by Medical Center of Southwest Louisiana and Women's and Children's Hospital.
Hi, and welcome to Chomp Time. My name is Bruce Levine. Joining me, the coach, Doug Mad Dog Shedden. We're somewhere on I-10 between Tallahassee and Lafayette, and what was that tonight?
I don't know, Bruce, but maybe it's just what we needed to come together a little bit. You know, not that we've been playing bad. We played bad against Raleigh, and it was very disappointing. And to lose again the next night against Tallahassee and lose 2 games to 2 cellar dwellers was really, really hurting us. And maybe we needed something like that to get us going. You know, I've been in the gym every day losing 10 pounds. I'm in fighting shape. I'm ready to go. So I tried, but Christian shit ran to the end of the bench.
This was one of the most unique scenes we've seen in ice skater history. We can wait till the end of the show to show it.
Yeah, I guess so. I think it's a tape almost like the first year when we had the brawl with Tallahassee down in our rink, and you know, I don't know. They're not going anywhere, and he's obviously beefed up his lineup, and I think this is a little bit premeditated on their part. They feel that they've owed us a few bumps and bruises over the last couple of years, but you know, after it's all said and done, it was a big 2 points for us, and I think this will go a long way with bringing the guys together.
Like I said, we could show this at the end of the show. But why? Let's just get right to the tape here. It all began when Louis Bedard, a man who was 220 pounds, about 200 of which all in his head, clotheslines Rob Weingartner, and the whole thing began from there.
Well, you can certainly have a hot tub party in his helmet, that's for sure, Bruce. Yeah, he clotheslined him, and then Paducah comes in, and you know, our team's not going to sit back and watch, you know, heart and soul of our team, Weingartner, get beat up, and you know, Paducah certainly deserved, you know, to get a big suspension, as of Bedard did, and you know, the bench, you know, I tried to control the bench as best we could, but you know, hey, then you know, Tallahassee's people don't keep the guy in the penalty boxes. They let them back out twice, you know, to get back in the fracas. But hey, it's one of those things, and I'm very proud of my team. They hung together. You know, a few guys took a few punches, and a few guys gave a few, and the end result is we won a road game with the 8 or 9 players.
And of course, there will be more from this coming down in the league. Chances are next couple of games will be a little bit shorthanded.
Well, you know, no question about it. Melanson's going to be missed 3 games, and Junior is going to miss 2. Piziak's going to be indefinite for being first off the bench, which, you know, I'm proud of Ryan. He's almost playing with a broken hand, and you know, he was out there to protect a teammate, and I'm really proud of Ryan. And I'm sure Billy will be running the bench for a few games, if not a lot.
And of course, the one thing that has to be said is, you know, the IceGators scorers were out there. It's Spolter and Weingartner and Parsons, and they have Baduk and Bedard out there. I mean, it really is a message sent.
Well, you know, Spotty, you know, a lot of people just think he's a one-way player as far as point guy, and he's a pretty tough kid, and he's going to, stick up for a teammate. And he jumped in. Weingartner was very tired, and after, you know, rumbling with two of those big guys, and, you know, give Spoltar full marks for jumping in there and helping Weinny out. And, you know, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens to this. And, yeah, we're going to be shorthanded, but, you know, with guys like Murphy, who hates to miss one shift, let alone two, the Mad Bomber, you know, the Mad Bomber's going to enjoy these next few games where he's going to get a lot of ice time, so, and Val and, you know, everybody else. So, you know, hopefully we'll be in good shape. But it was a big 2 points for us, so.
And, of course, for the IceGators this week has been a pretty big roller coaster. Before the game in Tallahassee, we had a chance to talk with some of the players about the season and the general roller coaster. It's different for the IceGators than any other team in the league, and the players will tell you why.
We had a tough game against Raleigh. We didn't play very well. We didn't concentrate too hard. Played last night against Tallahassee and put a good effort in, and we missed a lot of good opportunities to score, else we'd had the game in control.
As far as that goes, when you get toward, it seems like moments like this get magnified.
Yeah, I think you have to put it in perspective. You realize you took a loss, and it was a tough one. You have to get right back at it and win the next game. I mean, there's no time machine we hop in and go back and get those 2 points. We have to concentrate and get 2 points when we can right now.
You know, we came up big in a huge series with Baton Rouge, and I think against Raleigh we kind of took things for granted, thinking we got a team coming in that's in 6th place or whatever, and we got burnt. We got burnt at home, and it didn't look good. And then the next night, I think we came out like with an effort good enough to win, and you know, the puck just wasn't bouncing our way, and sometimes that happens.
Spotty, as far as you're concerned, if this was the middle of the year, you might not even be playing right now. You're hanging in there because of the fact that the games are so magnified now.
Yeah, it's like you say, every game counts, and we're just, you got to put your injuries aside, and hopefully we can put some wins together. I mean, I don't know how many, have 16, 15 games left, and we're shooting for first place, so all the points count, and now's the time where you just got to play as a team and try to get some wins.
It's a month and a half. It's happened twice, you know, like we got like a winning streak and like bang like that, you know, we lost 2 or 3 games in a row. I cannot explain, you know, like I think we have to learn, you know, about this, you know, and be ready in the playoff, you know, because it's like the only thing you have to say is like learn, you know, for this 2 last year.
And it's really whoever wins the last game of the season is what matters, but still it's not any more fun. I mean, we need to be concerned about this and really need to really, you know, pay attention to it and just get back to playing really solid hockey is what we got to do.
Being with the IceGators and so much notoriety in town, is there more pressure than other teams at this time of the year around the ECHL to do what you say you're going to do?
Well, definitely, because there's so many more people paying attention to what we're doing in town, and everybody's talking about it, and everybody's asking about it, and also this team, you know, had a South Division champion team the first year, and then went all the way to the Kelly Cup Finals last year. So what's the next logical step is to win the whole thing. So naturally, there's a lot of pressure from within, from ourselves, and from the organization, and from people around town, I guess.
Compared to other teams, it seems like when this team loses, at the end of the world seems to be right upon you whenever it's just a 1 or a 2 game loss.
Yeah, and I think especially come playoff time, we're going to have to put losses behind us quicker and, you know, get ready in the next 12 hours because we're going to have another game.
I realize that it's a 70-game season. I realize we're being pushed by other teams for the overall record as well as first place in our division. But we do seem to be very streaky, and we need to try to break that on the downside of that. It's great to be streaky when you win, but you got to try to minimize your losses, obviously. But things like this happen. It's a 70-game season. That's why you play 70 games. You're going to make mistakes. That's why we're all at this level. If we were all better players, we'd be at a higher level. So, you know, these things happen. You just got to try to snap it before it gets out of hand.
I thought you were gonna buy some Bud Light.
Do you see any Bud Light?
No.
Well then.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Where'd you find that one?
Behind the milk.
I've been thinking lately.
All things considered, I'm pretty special. I've had choices, made mistakes, but if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change a thing. I'll never be a size 6 again. I'm getting older. But these things aren't important. What is important are my needs, my health, and my children's health. These are things I'll never compromise.
Your life, your needs, your hospital. Women's and Children's Hospital.
Start it up.
Looking for something to buy? Check this out. Wheels, wheels, and more wheels. Special closeout prices on some styles save up to 40%. Better hurry. Bed covers, fiberglass, aluminum roll top, or aluminum frame vinyl covers. Fox has the largest selection of toolboxes and the best prices. Come in and check it out. Bed liners, over rail or under rail for $129.99. Heavy duty custom fit bed mats from $59.99. See ya at Fox. Go to Fox, go to Fox, go to.
Ain't no doubt about it, this is Chevy truck country. The 98s are here, so if you want one, line form's right behind me.
Big time in my Chevy, big time, I'm ready, off-road, on-road, heavy load, I don't mind. I'm a Chevy man, big time.
See your Acadiana Chevrolet dealer today.
Hi, and welcome back to Chomp Time. We're still on the bus here. We got about 7 more hours to go. This is a long trip.
Yeah, it's, you know, it makes it a little sweeter that, God, we're playing awfully good on the road lately, though, Bruce. You know, it's just sad that our fans can't see how well we play on the road. If we turn that around and play that way at home, we're going to be a heck of a team.
So why do you want home ice advantage in the playoffs then?
Well, maybe I don't. Maybe these guys don't either. You know, we are, 15 road wins already. We're leading the league in road wins, and last year we led the league in road wins, and where it got us, you know, well, without the forfeits, got us first place.
Yeah, well.
But hey, we got a pretty good team. We're, you know, if we have to make any changes before the deadline, it's going to better the team, but we're close. We really are close.
Well, one thing the Gators got back this week was the big guy, Ryan Piesiak, back in town, and we had a chance to talk to him about being back with the IceGators. And in this week's Spotlight, welcome back, Ryan Piesiak. How was life up in the IHL, Ryan?
It's pretty good. I mean, I went on a couple good road trips and stuff, but I'm excited to be back here, and I just hope I can help out.
Now, what exactly was it like? You got called up. They said it was going to be for a couple of days. You wound up spending nearly 2 months there. What did you do up there?
I was alone, but for a lot of myself, staying in a hotel room, eating hotel meals, and then finally they moved me into an apartment with my wife, so that was good. But for the first while, I was just lonely and missed the lifestyle down here.
As far as your play is concerned, what do they tell you about it up there?
I don't know, I got to work on some things. I mean, I have a lot to learn. I can learn a lot from Sheds and some of the older guys down here, like some of the veterans down here who played there. I mean, just keep working hard in practice and work on some of my skating would probably be the biggest thing that held me back up there. And once I get that down, I think I'm tough enough to play there. I just got to work on that.
Fort Wayne in the middle of winter as compared to Lafayette in the middle of winter. Tough choice.
Yeah, I mean, not too tough actually. Everything, it's a different lifestyle up there. I mean, down here, I mean, hockey, you get treated really well, and up there, I mean, you're just really not known and stuff. I mean, it's just not near as exciting to play there.
With just about 14 games left in the IceGator season, what do you hope to help this team do, and what are your thoughts for the rest of the year?
Just hopefully getting ready for playoffs. I mean, doing what it takes to get finish first overall, I guess, and get home ice through the playoffs, and just do whatever it takes, I mean, to help out in playoffs.
And doing what it takes, you got the old eye there. First game back, and you're getting right back into it.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't take long for me to find trouble out there.
Now, one thing about being on the bus is, while we all have bunks, it's a little bit tough on the old back sleeping on the bus.
Well, I don't know. You guys all got bunks. Billy gets 9 hearts every night. He's got to stay up in this Cal Ingraham coach, and I get to pull out Lazy Boy there. So a little different for you guys. You guys get the beds, and we get the 9 of hearts.
Of course, one thing about having a bad back, I was trying to get into the bad back segment. It wasn't a debate over bunks, but as long as we're here, backs are a problem in a hockey season.
Well, they are, no question about it. You get like Jack Williams, who's been operating on his back, and it's a very big concern for us because, you know, he has the rest of his life to worry about. And, you know, a guy like Marty Uchuk's got back spasms because he's 35 pounds overweight. So it is a concern, you know, Bruce.
It's not 35, it's more like 25.
He's definitely a little bit heavier than he used to be, but we're getting it off him.
Well, one thing about that is also the guys who stand in front of the net taking cross checks.
That's true, yeah. Like, you know, Weingartner spends a lot of time there, and Murph and those type individuals. Louis just gets abused every night, so we're used to that. But, you know, it does take its toll on a long schedule when, you know, the only way you can recoup is sit on a bus for about 5 or 6 hours. So, you know, Ricky's doing a good job, and hopefully, you know, we'll get everybody back healthy.
Well, that is what we're talking about on the Rehab XL Corner this week, bad backs and what you can possibly do about them. And in this week's edition of the Rehab XL Corner, Ricky Castaneda, we're talking about backs, one of the injuries that cannot be seen but sure take their toll.
Yeah, sometimes it'll be a back spasm or a back strain, and it really takes their toll. I mean, it pretty much debilitates you, and you just start kind of freeze up, and it inhibits you in anything you do.
And of course, with hockey, with the amount of stick work, cross-checking, how does that affect the back over the course of a year?
Well, it depends. If you get a stick right across the back, your back will protect itself from spasm, and it's just our job to try to get it out. And other back spasm, the way you skate as well, when you bend over forward, lean forward, that tends to put a little wear and tear on your back as a hockey player.
What do you do?
Main thing we try to do is there's not that much swelling in that area, so we get aggressive with it. We'll do a couple of heat packs in there, try to get the muscles going, get the blood flow in there. After we do the heat packs, then what we'll try to do is just get the spasm out and just do anything we can by some stim, either that, some ultrasound to get the blood flow in, or even just massaging it out using some Flexol or some heat in there.
Finally, though, back injuries are one of those that you can't see. They don't come up on x-rays, but of all the injuries you get during the hockey season, they can be the most nagging and cause the most problems over the course of a 70-game season.
Like you say, they can be aggravating. If they're aggravating, it's aggravating for me, but it's also aggravating for the player because anything he does, tie his shoelace, tie his, you know, skates, any movement he does, it inhibits him and it bothers him.
Country music star Trace Atkins.
You know, I'm always having to tune this thing up. Man, that's one reason I love my new Chevy truck. Got a fuel-injected Vortec engine with platinum-tipped spark plugs. This bad boy will run 100,000 miles before it needs a tune-up. It's too bad Chevy doesn't make guitars.
Yeah, I'm no Chevy man, big time.
See your Acadiana Chevrolet dealer today.
Looking for a winch? Fox has a good stock of super winch from the small ones to the big ones, all at the right price. Hitch haulers, slides into your receiver hitch. Fox has tread steps, all new, combination Nerf bar and running boards. Bed caps, tailgate protectors and covers. Bed rails in stainless, chrome, or aluminum, bolt-on or no-drill stake pocket fit. Buck shoes, vent visors, headlight and taillight covers. Get it at Fox. Go to Fox, go to Fox, go to.
I've been thinking lately. All things considered, I'm pretty special. I've had choices, made mistakes, but if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change a thing. I'll never be a size 6 again. I'm getting older. But these things aren't important. What is important are my needs, my health, and my children's health. These are things I'll never compromise.
Your life, your needs, your hospital. Women's and Children's Hospital.
Start it up.
Bud Light. This is awesome. Yeah, we love shopping.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
What is a saucer?
A saucer pass?
Yes.
It's when you have a stick in between you and your man. You're trying to pass it, and you just pass it nice and smooth so it lands on its side, I guess.
Just get a little airborne.
A little airborne over the stick, so the guy it's harder to knock down, but still it does get knocked down from time to time, but a little harder.
And every time when you make a saucer pass, sometimes it looks pretty nice.
Oh, it looks damn nice.
Hi, and welcome back to Chomp Time. We're still on the bus, and this is going to be a fun road trip back. We've had some bad road trips out and some good road trips out. This is going to be a fun trip back.
Well, you know, again, Bruce, it was a disappointing weekend. We only got one win against, you know, the Cellar Dwellers again, but it was a big win, and I think it's going to pull the guys together a little bit. Again, you know, everybody's nervous. The trade deadline's coming up, and you know, some fans think I'm not loyal. Well, you know, loyalty goes out the window when you want to win a championship a little bit, and I think I've been loyal to a lot of players for a lot of years, for some guys, and you know, I'm going to do my best to bring Lafayette a championship, and if a lot of people don't like that, then that's just too bad. I can't make everybody happy, and I will not do that. I will not try to make everybody happy. So, you know, whatever happens here in the next 2 days, I'm trying to do the best, and you know, I think when we average 40 wins a year, we're doing a pretty good job.
That is true, and now we come to this week's edition of Ask the Gators, which actually was written into us by somebody whose letter is sitting under the bus. It happens.
It happens, Bruce?
It happens, sitting under the bus, but trust me, you'll get your t-shirt. I'll even mention your name next week.
Well, you had a long night. I can see where you'd be confused a little bit.
It was a long night. But the question is, and it's very simply, do you ever get tired of playing hockey? Now, you liked playing hockey, but at some point in the season, did you get tired of it?
Well, it's got to sneak in somewhere. You know, when I was playing, I never really got tired of it. You know, you never get tired of the games. You get tired sometimes of practicing. You know, there's no question about it. To get up every day and go to practice, it gets a little tiring. But I don't think in the Mad Bomber, you know, Murphy, you know he never gets tired of it because he works every day the same way. He just goes 100 miles an hour, you know, every day. But, you know, now I don't enjoy playing hockey as much as I did when I played. And now I really don't get into it as much at practice, and where maybe I should. But maybe, you know, since I'm losing this weight, I should start playing a little bit more. I should go out with DePork and those guys and play in that men's league maybe. But, no, I never got tired. I love the game. I love the sport. It's a great sport. It's tough, and it's fast, and it's physical, and you know, it's exciting. So, you know, no, I never get sick of it.
The answer is no, and for a lot of the players, the answer.
Think about that, Bruce. To interrupt you, I've been doing that for almost 2 full years here with roller hockey. So
that's true.
Maybe I need a break. I don't know.
Well, you can have the break sometime after May when the Kelly Cup comes to Lafayette. You can have the summer off.
We do get a little punchy on this bus though after a while when you've been working this long, but you know, hey. You love hockey, don't you?
Absolutely. I wouldn't be riding the bus if I didn't.
You loved it so much, you're the announcer for Dallas.
Oh, okay. Let's move forward now. The question is, do you ever get tired of hockey? And here's the answers.
Maybe hockey gets tired of me. You know, it shows me how hard it is sometimes, like the road trip and everything, you know. Spending all night in the bus last night, you know. Trying to listen to David Bernard's Meaning of Life. All kinds of stuff, you know. It's just the bus trip and the hockey, it adds up, but in the end you don't look back and say, well, hockey, I don't like hockey anymore. It's just it's part of the game, and I'd rather wouldn't be doing anything else right now.
I mean, it's a long season. You get a lot of injuries and a lot of big tough guys picking on you all year long, so I like to take the summers off of hockey, but I mean, you don't get tired during the season, but it's nice to take the off seasons off.
Jack?
A few years ago, Bruce, I would say I would never get tired of playing this game. But right now, with the injuries and my back and stuff that goes on, I think I need the time off during the summertime, and I enjoy the time off to sit back and relax.
You know, you might get tired of road trips and getting up when you're sore and tired to go to the rink, but once you step on the ice every day, whether it's for practice or for games, I never get tired of it. It's still fun, and that's why everybody keeps coming back and doing it.
You never get tired of it. You get, you know, it gets tough and it gets tiring, but I don't think, if you really, truly love the game, you know, I don't think you ever get tired of it.
It's too much fun, and it's an easy lifestyle as long as everything's going your way. I've never been tired of playing.
I never get tired of playing hockey. Bruce, I tell you what, I lived both
both lifestyles this year, working and playing hockey, and I'll tell you what, there's no better life than playing hockey.